times I can't emphasize this enough, and I don't know how to say it loud enough to stop faking an accent. It doesn't make you sound like a native, it rather makes you look stupid. Hey friends, welcome back to the channel. In this video, we will be talking about boosting your speaking fluency for your TOEFL exam. Let's go. If you're new here, my name is Afsha and I am a foreign graduate pharmacist turned content creator, and on this channel we explore strategies relating to TOEFL and FPG exam and how to score high on both of these exams. Let's go. So many times I've seen people faking an accent and trying to sound like a native, and it's so annoying at times, you know, and even otherwise it just doesn't look nice. And speaking of TOEFL, it only hurts your score. It doesn't make you sound like a native. Takers can easily understand that you're not a native and you're making it sound like you're a native. Speaking of TOEFL, it only hurts your score rather than making it go high. So number one thing would be just to stop faking an accent and trying to sound like a native. The only way you can sound like a native, in fact, is number one, having a structured approach. Now, ask me what a structured approach is. So it is usually an answer that is supported by an example to support the answer, and then a conclusion to summarize everything that you just said in the answer. And in this way, the test taker would know that you have understood the question very well, speaking of TOEFL, and then you know very well what you're saying. You have made up the reply and you are very confident about it. That is what a structured approach is. And the only key to speaking fluently in English on your TOEFL exam is having a structured approach and knowing what you are going to say before you start talking on the speaking section of your TOEFL exam. I know it takes time to get in the habit of following a structured approach and then speaking like that on the TOEFL exam, but if you do it continuously and frequently, you will be able to get that done and score that 30 mark on the speaking section of your TOEFL exam. I will also share some resources in the description box down below for you to follow. Need more help in this regard? I am doing a completely free webinar on TOEFL that's going to be packed with a lot of value. If you fancy checking it out, go ahead and sign up through the link in the description box down below. Second strategy to follow for sounding fluently in English would be to avoid certain brief pauses and stammering and stuttering while you're there in the speaking section of your TOEFL exam. Now, let me tell you a quick story about it. I had a student, he was from Africa and he used to work in Walmart, so deals with customers on a regular basis, knows English very well, speaks English very well. He went to give his TOEFL exam. He just had one problem, and that was he used to stammer a little bit when he was nervous. So under the clock ticking on the TOEFL exam, he got nervous, as we all do, and he started stammering. And despite following everything that I just mentioned in strategy number one, that is having a structured approach, having an answer that is supported by an example and then a conclusion, he scored a 21 just because he started stammering. So he was saying everything right, but he was taking brief pauses, and obviously when the test taker hears it, it counts towards you being not confident enough on the exam and not confident enough about what you're saying in English on your TOEFL exam. So he scored a 21. He took the exam again, and I was teaching him TOEFL, right? So he took the exam again. This time he used all the strategies to calm him down and taking deep breaths so he doesn't stammer, and he scored a 29. So this is just to emphasize the importance of sounding confident and not taking brief pauses or stammering or stuttering on the speaking section of your TOEFL exam. These are the two strategies that you need to be following in order to score a 30 on the speaking section of your TOEFL exam. I will be sharing some resources down below. If you're somebody who's interested in studying with me, I have a TOEFL masterclass that's going to open enrollment in the TOEFL webinar that I'm doing very soon. Please feel free to check it out by heading to the link in the description box down below. Thank you. And if this video provided you any value, please don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. Also follow me on Instagram, that's MetNerdygram, and if you have any questions, just DM me over there. That's the platform that I'm most active on, and I'll see you again soon.